Friends, hello and welcome back. Vegas and Edmonton, second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Do we have an interesting matchup here entering the second round? I tell you what, Vegas, a team that came out of the expansion draft there, shocked everyone, and they've proven time in and time again. This is a team that's built to win games in the playoffs. You look at it top to bottom, you got a lot of depth. You got Stevenson down there. You have Carrier. Love the physicality of Carrier. Then you top it off with guys like Jack Eichel, William Karlsson. You bring Mark Stone in, good on both ends of the ice. I mean, it's one of the most complete forward groups you'll see. Maybe not the flashiest, but one of the most complete. You go to the defense, again, Martinez, Pietrangelo, Shea Theodore. Again, you look at the teams left that have a 1-2 punch like Vegas does on a defensive side of the ice here. There's not a lot. And in net, we've seen Brosseau play pretty solid for the most part for Vegas so far. Hasn't been tearing the cover off the puck, but he hasn't been costing his team too much either. So we'll see. I think this is a game that's played in front of the goaltenders. This series is whose team can play best in front of their goaltenders between Vegas and Edmonton there. We do want to take a look at Edmonton's team as well. Edmonton, a team that, historically, they have had a problem finding a solid goaltender. And a lot of people say, is it the goaltender? Is it the defense? Right now, they've been using Stuart Skinner, who he's had his ups and downs, to say his very least. But, you got to believe it. This is a young man. If he can get the confidence going, and he's more than capable of doing it, he can put up some big numbers. He can play a great game for this team, and they're going to need it. They're going to need it to win this game. Looking at the regular lines, you have Vander Kane, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl. Good freaking luck. We already know. Good luck trying to slow down that unit. Then you have Bukestad, Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. You have McLeod, Ryan Janmark, Yamamoto, Klim Kostin. And that's the question. Again, you wonder is how good is the depth of Edmonton? Is this team got the depth to get that third, fourth unit to put up goals in the event that Connor McDavid and Draisaitl get slowed down? Now, in the first round, they couldn't be slowed down. We've seen it in the past, though, where McDavid and Draisaitl, they get slowed down in the playoffs, and you got to find offense somewhere else. The defense starts to shine a little bit brighter. Well, we see that against the Vegas Golden Knights here in the second round of the playoffs. Down under is Cody Ceci, Bouchard, Ekholm, Kulak, and Broberg on defense. Not quite as dominant. Still some solid defensemen. This team made playoffs for a reason, or in the second round for a reason. They're capable of shutting teams down if they need to. And Edmonton, this is a team that has averaged a little over 4 goals per game against the Vegas Golden Knights. I think, I think this is it. This is the NHL, the evolution, if you will. Toronto's getting out of the first round. Edmonton's making a deep playoff push. I think we're going to see a lot of different faces in that conference finals, in that Stanley Cup this season. It's great. It's exciting. I love to see it. We're saying Edmonton? We're going to say Edmonton wins this in 6. We'll see what EA has to say about it, though. We'll go ahead and jump into a playoff game or a playoff simulation here and see if these bad boys want to go ahead and take care of business. Man, are they fun to watch? Aren't they fun? I can't imagine. That's enjoyable hockey, watching McDavid and Draisaitl play. It's hard to imagine teams throwing them, but they've done it before. And that's really it. There's no secret sauce to beating the Oilers. Stop McDavid and Draisaitl and win the game. But there is some secret sauce on how to do that, because that's no easy task for anybody. Here we go, though. Vegas is indeed the home team, right? Yeah, and Edmonton's going to be the road team. I believe we have that matched up properly there. Yeah. Here we go. Let's get into game number 1. Love me a little playoff hockey action. Period 1, Edmonton 1-0 early, and here we go. Connor McDavid starting things off. You expected nothing less uneven strength. Edmonton's going to hold this one 1-0. Expected some goals. Expected a little fireworks in this series. Right now, 1-0. There's a goal. Marcia shot on Skinner. Vegas going to get another one. This time Stevenson. This time Wall. The goals are pouring in. Ask and you shall receive, say the Vegas Golden Knights. Edmonton going to come back here. Derek Ryan with the goal there. Yeah. All right. Up high in the slot. Not bad. 4 minutes left. Edmonton needs another one. Are they going to get another one? Can their dynamic duo make it happen? They can't. Edmonton's going to fall to a 1-0 series deficit to the Vegas Golden. I swear we did that right. I'm so confused at how they properly do. I don't know. Again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the home and away team is in a game, because it's not going to affect anything. But when is the home team not on the right? Am I new here? Edmonton. There's Connor McDavid starting things off with a goal just like he did last game. 2 power play goals. Vegas did a good job killing off those power plays in the first game. Not so much the second game. And if you don't slow down that Edmonton power play, if you go on a penalty kill in general, you're looking for problems against the Edmonton Oilers. Once again, Vegas, a third period team. Marchessault going to start things off again against Stewart. Big save there by Brousseau. And there's the game tire. William Karlsson, Blue Jacket legend. Going to put one in the back of the net, and the game is all but tied. Vegas on a power play again. Edmonton is watching this slip between their fingers for the second straight game. We're going to go to overtime. Edmonton 2, Vegas 2. Continuous OT here. We'll play until one scores. And there's the game winner. Alex Pietrangelo. We talked about that dynamic duo at the point. You might have that dynamic duo up front in Edmonton, but Boykin, I mean, not saying they play together, but Boykin, Shea Theodore, and Pietrangelo hold things down. Vegas up 2-0 in the series. All of a sudden, our prediction of Edmonton in 6, it's not looking good. Hutton's going to score one. Skinner Eichel's going to score. Nugent Hopkins once again another goal. There comes Edmonton. Draisaitl finally getting on the board. First time this series here. 3-2, but can they hold off Vegas? No, there's something about if games could end in the second period. Edmonton be 3-0. Broberg with the goal there. Getting right back there. And they need that. This is what they need. This is huge for Edmonton. You get to that third period. They've relinquished the lead 2 straight games. To do it a third straight game, but to come back and take the lead themselves. Massive confidence booster for the Edmonton Oilers, and they are going to win game number 3 and stay alive in this series. You could not afford to go down 3, and they won't. We're going to play game number 4. Can Edmonton build a little momentum? Evander Kane, that top unit, scoring a goal. 1-0 once again, entering the third period. And we'll see if we have a little change of scenery. Power play Oilers. Oilers are going to come up empty-handed. McDavid with the shot. Costin with the shot. And nothing else doing there. Skinner making a slew of slots there. A couple against Eichel. One against Karlsson. Those are some big-time saves there for Skinner. Edmonton's going to pop one in the back of the net. Get a little insurance action. There's Connor McDavid. Edmonton's crawling back into this. I shouldn't say crawling because it's all tied up. 2 apiece. Edmonton, after being down 2-0, says don't worry about it. We're right back where we want to be. We're heading home. Technically won't be. 2-1 after 2. McDavid with the goal. Yamamoto with the goal. Edmonton has entered the third period with the lead in every game but one. Or did they have the lead in the other game too? Edmonton's going to get a little insurance policy there. Zach Hyman with the Geno. Empty-handed on the power play right after, but that's all right. Oh, maybe it's not all right. Okay, Vegas says, how about Alex Pietrangelo once again having himself a solid postseason. Barbie with the goal from up high. You have got to make that save, Skinner. That is where we talked about if the goaltender's got a little shaky, the young man's letting the point shot in from the point. Could have potentially been screened. That is still way up there, clear up by the blue line. Can't be letting that one in, I think. That's a big one. Edmonton's going to go into the overtime period here, trying to, once again, prevent themselves from blowing a lead to the Vegas Golden Knights in the postseason. Power play Vegas, or power play Oilers coming up empty-handed again. McDavid with a shot from way out wide. Nothing doing there. Hutton, how about anything? No, we're going to say no goal there from the point. We're going to go to a second overtime. A thriller over here in Edmonton. Top of the point, nothing doing. There's the goal. Edmonton. Darnell Nurse from the point, and this team from down 2-0 is now ahead 3-2. And all of a sudden, now I don't want to jinx it, but our little talk about a 6-game series, it's looking a little bit more possible. 4 goals for McDavid so far in this postseason. 1 in every game just about. 4 goals, 3 assists. That's what you expect your stud to do. It's crazy that he's almost average. And that's about right. That's about his average points per game. He's right around 5 points, or 5 games, 7 points, I think. Evander Kane, Janmark doing it again. Vegas, after making some massive comebacks, the first 2 games of this series, find themselves trying to come to the well one too many times, I think, here. They couldn't get a lead. They needed a lead. They needed to play with the lead, and they could not do that this entire series. If it wasn't for a couple late heroic comebacks those first 2 games, Vegas would have got swept. Edmonton is going to do just as we predicted. They're going to win in 6 games against the Vegas Golden Knights, but they're going to make things interesting as they're going to fall down 2-0 to start the series. McDavid, 8 points, 4 goals, 4 assists. Draisaitl, same story. Stevenson led all players on Vegas, and he did not play a lot, if I'm mistaken, right? Was that 39 minutes? They're going to show us. They're like, nah, don't worry about it. That's all right. decent in the faceoff circle, though, 60%. Killed it. As far as the goaltenders went, we was talking about the goaltender matchup. 927 out of Skinner. He did everything he needed to later in this series. Laurent, on the other hand, 917, which wasn't too shabby. Edmonton did a really good job defensively holding this team from taking a lot of shots. I mean, it's a 210 save percentage, 927 save percentage, 210 goals against, 167 shots, about 30 less shots seen on net. Dominant performance by the Oilers. That's going to wrap things up. Love you guys' predictions. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.